Alright, so I suppose it's fair I give you all an update. I haven't the last 2 days, which I'll probably upload all these videos at once and then you guys will be able to watch them back to back. But it's been 2 days since I made a video. The hole has gotten significantly bigger, but what I wanted to point out today or talk about was we had a massive, I guess you could say massive, change of plans, change of scope, or whatever you want to do. So my original plan was I was building this road, right, which it'll act as a levee still. It'll keep excess runoff water out of my area, but it was supposed to double as a haul road. Well, unfortunately it's not working out. It's not setting up. Where the dozer's sitting, that's a big rotten spot. We tried to put an empty dump truck across it yesterday and he went down as soon as he hit it. So that's not going to work. And then back on that corner, it's soft too. Now once you go on the south line, it's solid as can be, but you just can't get there, and you definitely can't run back and forth through here. This is solid in here, but rotten. So we were working again off of our ramp. I'd busted this ramp down and we were loading a truck out of here and having him back over there and dump it, but we got a rotten spot developed right behind the timber mats there. Now, we didn't even put ruts on it, we just noticed it started getting pumpy, so we stopped. So then we said, well, we got nowhere to put dirt. I mean, you could pile it all right here, but just really don't want to yet until I have the house and stuff surveyed out and know exactly where I'm going to backfill the yard and slope everything off. So I said, well, okay, let's put it in here beside the driveway. You guys remember there was that big ditch down the side of the driveway that I dug to help get material to build the driveway up and to provide a runoff point. So we've pretty well filled all that in, almost all the way out to the road. That's all topsoil, so it's not the best. Normally you'd want to put clay down as a base, but it should be fine. It's not the actual driveway. The driveway you see still goes around it, so this will all be just nice, deep, rich topsoil. I'm going to plant some live oak trees in there and everything else, but it will also act as my utilities easement. That's why I originally cleared it. I cleared it and then dug the ditch out bigger to make the driveway wider and more stable, but it will eventually be my utilities easement for, they're going to bury the power line that comes in. Of course, I don't have county water and I don't have natural gas, so really all it'll be is just electrical. But if in the years they run gas out here, then they'll get my gas easement too. So anyway, so it's good that it's okay that it's topsoil, because they're going to burrow down through it anyway, and then I'll plant back a bunch of little live oak trees so they'll grow up and make a tunnel over the road. But anyway, what we had to change was, since we couldn't haul from the road and we wanted to still be able to keep working, we found out that we can just bust this down all the way to clay, which originally in my mind I thought, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to dig up and disturb where the house is going to go. But I'm digging all this up anyway because I'm stripping it all down to red clay. So what we're doing is we're stripping it all the way down and then putting the truck right in here, and you can see we're cutting a path right through there. Basically went off the back corner of the pad, and from the back corner of the pad to the leading edge of the pond, it's only about 40 feet. So that's the only real excess digging that we're doing now, is right through there, that spot from the corner of the pad to the front of the pond. Because once you get into the pond, of course, you're going to dig the pond down, and everything on the pad is going to be opened up as well. So really not that bad. I'm actually really happy, and I'm actually kind of pissed off that we didn't do that from the get-go, because I wouldn't have wasted all my time opening all this up just yet and opening all this up just yet. I'd have just gone straight through and we'd have been digging in the pond 2 days ago. So the building up the road, it sucks that I spent 4 days on it. It still needed to be done because I still needed the levee, so that's okay. It's just a shame that it's not going to work for, it's not going to work out as the haul road as well. Eventually, this spot will set up, that corner will set up, and then we'll have, a levee, and it'll be a good property line road. So I'm not too worried about it. It's just a shame that it didn't work out up front. Anyway, today's goal, we're going to finish busting on through to the pond. I'm going to be there in probably 30 minutes. And then when my truck shows up, we'll keep hauling out more topsoil, and we'll keep putting it out here as much as we can and shove it off into the trees as much as we can. I wanted to build all this up over time. Eventually we'll slope all that back into the trees, because I don't want this pad to just be 3 feet straight up. I want it to look like it's a natural hill. So I want to shove all the way out into the trees as much as we can and make this look like it's just kind of a natural rise in the terrain. And I want to do that, all the way around as much as I can. So that'll be the goal for today. We'll just keep putting topsoil there. And once we get into the pond, we'll start stripping that topsoil. I'll have my dozer guy pushing more topsoil over here. And off the north end of the pond, he'll be pushing topsoil up there. If we're not trucking it, that's where he'll be shoving it. So, yeah, that's the plan, and let's get after it.